Oh, yeah, pipe smokers. Yeah. This is the Paul Gilson YouTube channel. I'm Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy. Welcome to our Sunday afternoon smoke together. Late afternoons, 4 o'clock here, about 76 degrees in the outskirts of Rochester, New York, in the United States of America. Thank the Lord. And so it is the 19th of August, 2024. Let's set something on fire. So grab your favorite beverage, grab your favorite pipe, and grab your favorite blend, and let's have a smoke together. This should be an interesting one since it's been an eventful day for me. So we have this gorgeous, gorgeous Savinelli 316 KS. I've got two pipes here loaded up, all right? That thing is gorgeous. The stem is, everything is beautiful about this pipe. I'm going to list this for sale. It's got some dark marks. That just might be in the briar. It's not burnt out or anything. Dark mark there, dark mark there. But the briar is flawless. It has absolutely no factory fills, and it's gorgeous. Let's smoke her together. Yeah, let's start something on fire. Because I almost started it on fire today. I'll tell you about that. I told you it's been an interesting day. Oh, yeah. So in this, we have some Scotty's Butternut Burley. Love that stuff. If you're a new pipe smoker, or doesn't matter, you could have been smoking forever. Man, I love this pipe. I know I always say this, but when I get a gorgeous pipe that's for sale, and this is for sale, it's a Savinelli 316 KS. I think 2 a.m. Pipe on the Patio has some of these. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, decided today I needed to go to the Indian reservation, which is about 40 minutes away. Well, I just had an uneasy feeling about it. So I just said a prayer. I was like, Lord, I don't know what this uneasy feeling is, but I have to go. I need you to guard me and just get me there and get me back safely. So I take off over there and fill my car up, my old piece of shit Honda 2002. The only thing holding the driver's seat up in that Honda, because the floor is all rusted out, in upstate New York, they use salt on the roads. The only thing holding the seat from falling through the floor or on the ground and dragging me under the car is the carpet. My mother says, you love to live dangerously, don't you? I was like, no, I don't, but I don't really have any other choice. So I get there to the Indian reservation. I'm filling the car up, and she took 12 gallons. So it's probably, I don't know, water weighs 8 pounds per gallon, whatever. So maybe it weighed, gasoline's lighter than water. I don't know. I don't know what it would weigh, but probably 80, 90 pounds. All of a sudden I hear this metallic pop. So I pull over, park my car, gonna go in to get, 4 cartons of cigarettes, which they sell them real cheap there, like $30 a carton. And I was like, oh, I better check underneath this car. And I look, and the metal straps that are holding the plastic gas tank up, one snapped. The other one was like, so the gas tank was like that underneath the car. And I probably only had about 3 inches of clearance from the pavement. And oh, by the way, while I was waiting there, the car started overheating. It redlined. It was overheating. I'm like, oh man. So I got that problem. Then all of a sudden I hear the pop, and I look under there, and yeah, the gas tank's almost hanging on the pavement. Now I'm 40 minutes from home. It's like 35 miles away. I was like, oh Lord, please just get me home. So I get my cigarettes, I head for home. I can hear the straps that had rusted out and snapped. They were just hanging there, going all the way home. And I'm like, I'm looking at the temperature gauge. I'm like white knuckling it all the way home. And I was like, well, if I see that gas gauge start to go down, I know that the gas tank hit the pavement. Just got a hole in her. Well, sure enough, I'm like not even 20% of the way home. Gas gauge starts going down. And if your car's overheating, turn on the heat to high, because that will draw the heat off the motor. It's going to put it into, your car. So if it's 80 degrees outside, it's going to be 100 in your car, but it'll keep your engine cool till you get home. And then wait about an hour or two till she cools down and top her off with, antifreeze. So I'm watching this gas gauge, man. It's like going down, 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 down. Now, where I live, we're on well water. So I'm just praying to the Lord. I kept picking up my phone, looking, all right, I got 14 miles to go, down to a half a tank, running some calculations in my head. It's like, I think I can make it home. Lord, please just help me make it home. So I finally strolled back here on my street, and it's like almost bone dry empty now. $35, 12 gallons of fuel leaked out through a hole because the plastic gas tank was rubbing on the road. Plus, I had the straps that are made out of metal. They're sparking. So at any moment, the car could burst into flames. Yeah, isn't that great? And I just trusted in the Lord. I was just like, oh man, Lord, get me home. And he did. And so I had I'd guesstimate maybe a gallon or two left in the tank. And when the car's on, the tank gets pressurized. So, and I was looking in the rearview mirror, I was seeing a trail in the road of gasoline. There was a pickup truck behind me flashing his lights. And I was like, I know. So I got her home, took her over to my buddy Daryl's house, which is abandoned, parked it next to the street, let it leak out till it was almost all gone. Then I drove it home and parked it off to the side of the driveway in the grass. she was still leaking fuel, but I couldn't let a gallon or two of that. I mean, we're on well water and stuff. My landlord would flip the fuck out. But I did tell him about it. After everything was all over, I says, look, here's what happened with the car. I explained to him, I says, they drained all the gas out, just barely got it here. If you do smell a little gas, that's because it's blown up underneath the car. I was lucky that thing didn't burst into flames on my way home. So I was like, Lord, thanks for getting me there and back. Man, Scotty's butternut burley is so good. Out of the Savinelli 316 KS. It is for sale. If you want it, you can have it. So I get in here and I'm kind of shaky a little bit, you know. I was like, well, let's open a beer. Got a Busch beer here. Yeah. Cheers. Happy Sunday. Cheers. So, it's like, well, thank God I got the pickup truck, which I'm going to sell. So go online to my, I work with a young man and his father owns a little used car dealership. And I spent almost 30 years in the car business, so I know my stuff. Found this beautiful 2015 Subaru Impreza all-wheel drive. Yep. Those Subaru Imprezas will run forever. It's got like 120,000 miles, 130,000, but it don't matter. Clean Carfax. Call my buddy that I work with. I called his dad up and I said, look, here's what happened. I need a new car. And all this while, for about the past month, I'm thinking, you know, I picked my daughter up from work, she's a beautiful redhead, 21 years old, and the whole bottom of the car is rusted out. The carpet is the only thing that's holding the seats up. So it's a death trap. And I just kept having visions of her like falling through, getting sucked under the car and looking at her in the rearview mirror, tumbling down the road. And that was horrifying. I think the Lord answered my prayer. This was a way to, all right, Paul, it's time to get rid of that car for $1,200. You ran her for 2 years. It's time to get something that is safe. So I did a couple things. I took my pickup truck, the heavy-duty diesel pickup truck, and I listed that, and for like cheap, like $7,500. So tomorrow, I'm going to go buy this car, and it's going to be a great car. It'll be safe. We're going to take a little break. We'll be back in a nanosecond because I have to pee. I'll tell you what, that Savinelli 316 SK is just, I think it's an SK. What the fuck? I can't remember what it is now. 316 KS. That thing is such a great smoker. when she is available, you could own that. Look at that briar, man. Not one factory fill. She's gorgeous. Yeah, you can text me 585-352-3660. Let me say that again. Any of these pipes that you find interesting, you can text me at 585-352-3660, and we can talk about them. I can send you pictures and all. Oh, I may not have to graduate to this next pipe. Oh, no ghost in her, just sweet. Oh yeah, I'll show you my next pipe right now. Oh yeah, so this next pipe we got here, oh my God. The stem, again, is impeccable. This is a Carolina briar, made in Italy. It's got like a shell finish, I guess that's what they call it. And that's also loaded up with Scotty's butternut burley. That is a gorgeous pipe. That's beautiful. Stem is perfect. Let's set her on fire. I almost got set on fire today if it wasn't for the Lord. All them sparks flying underneath my Honda with gasoline leaking out. I told my mom, she's like, do you really like living on the edge like that all the time? I was like, no, I don't, Mom. I have to do what I have to do, all right? So, yeah, I said, Ma, if that car would have started on fire and had flames coming out the back, I would have drove that bitch home still until it stopped. It could be on fire. And I'd probably start up my camera being like, hey, I'm driving down the road here. Yep, I'm smoking a cigarette and my car's on fire. But I'm doing 70 miles per hour and all them flames are blown back. Yep, only gasoline fumes explode. Regular gasoline will just burn. So let's start this Carolina briar on fire, man. That is a gorgeous pipe, and that is for sale. That's a sweet pipe, but you never know how sweet she is till you smoke her. Oh, I'm a happy camper. That smokes. Unbelievable. You know, a lot of people are like, they're like, oh, I gotta have a 9mm, you know, blah, 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 blah. I don't know, man. These pipes that are not 9mm, they smoke freaking just as good. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to go over, look at this car. I'm going to drive it. And Lord willing, I'm going to buy it. Oh, man. No ghost. Unbelievable pipe. If you like I said, Carolina briar, man. That thing is just gorgeous. Yeah, I reamed her out. You can see right down the bare wood in there. This pipe absolutely smokes as good as this Savinelli 316 KS. I'm just hoping the Lord will deliver me. You know, if you guys are praying, people, pray that I'll be able to get this Subaru Impreza car because I'm really in need of a decent vehicle. Tired of driving junk. I'm not out there looking for a 30, 40, $50,000 car. This one's like $8,000, $9,000. Just so say a little prayer for me. Ask the Lord that He'll deliver me this car. Please. I'm asking you that. Oh, that pipe is sweet. Oh, yeah. Well, we've gone on for over 21 minutes. This pipe, I do sense a little bit of a ghost. So I'm going to ghost her tonight. She could be yours. Yeah. So say a little prayer for Paul the Pipe Guy. I really need your prayers that I can get this Subaru Impreza. Amen. Paul the Pipe Guy. Over and out.